Good evening. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. Update for Wednesday the 19th. All right, let's go. Well, looky here. We're finally starting to get some setups. Of course, and as usual, wait for entries, obviously. A little bit of pop in KGS. We'll take a look at that right now. In fact, off its best levels, but at least it ended in a plus column. Better than a poke in the eye. Longer term has been saying quite a bit. Still in an uptrend. Wait for an entry. As I said a second ago, this one is losing some steam, but that's okay with pullback. Sometimes it looks like the market's losing steam and could end up at an inflection point. Waiting for entries, again, can keep you out of a lot of trouble, as I often say. Anyway, KGC still looks pretty good as a potential gold stock, of course, and as usual, here comes again, wait for entries. I like this OPFI. One cup of coffee next time, Dave. Volume is really good. HV is really high, though, so just be warned on that. But it does trade mostly cleanly, and it's been kind of on a tear. Nice deep retracement on that one. Also, Landry light pullback. Let's take a look at the overall market and drill down a little bit. First of all, guess what? S&P 500, bam, winning. Didn't set the world on fire, but it managed to close at all-time highs, only up 0.25%. But hey, we'll take it. All-time highs is all-time highs. As usual, as you know, follow-through will be key. We're certainly off to a good start right here at these all-time highs. So maybe we'll get a breakout there, and then we'll look back for a while. NASDAQ up a smidge. A little bit of a disappointment here, though. It stalled out a bit at these prior little peaks. I sure would like to see it break out and not look back. But every time it probes higher, every time you probe resistance, it becomes a little more and more weaker. That's just technical analysis 101. Let's take a look at the Rusty 2000. A little bit of a bounce, kind of same as it ever was, though. Throwing those moving averages in, you can see we're back above the 50, but not enough to get excited about. Still looks toppy for now. I sure would like to see this guy make some new highs. That would be a very good thing, obviously, for the overall market. Look at some sectors. Gaming just off of all-time highs. Cybersecurity closed at all-time highs. Those are obviously good things. Each for shares have been coming back as of late, not too far from all-time highs. A little overbought, but coming back nonetheless. Internet right at these prior highs. In here, all-time highs, I should say. I'd like to see them break out and not look back. I'd like to see them get a little further away from this prior little peak. And that goes for quite a few other areas. Financials comes to mind. You can see we're just kind of getting barely past the prior peak. But again, and as usual, one day at a time. Gold, the commodity, right here at brand new highs. So that's obviously a good thing. Gold stocks up a little. So far, so good. Uptrend remains intact there. Software, nice little rally. It's been coming back quite a bit as of late. Still has a bigger picture retrace look to it, but we're not that far away from all-time highs. One or two big updates, of course, would fix that. Let's take a look at some other areas. Take a look at medical devices. Just kind of consolidating in here after this nice little run it's had. So that's, so far, is a good thing. Natural gas within energy is doing pretty good. The actual commodity, that is. You can see, looks like it's bottomed out and it's having a decent rally. Lots of overhead supply, but that's a long ways away for the commodity at least. Let's take a look at a few other areas. Retail doing okay. Basis, the MG groups just off of these all-time highs, so that's obviously a good thing. Q's doing a little bit better than the NASDAQ right here at all-time highs. So far, so good there. Quite the drawdowns, though, with that TFM 10% system, right? That's been kind of fun. We talked a lot about that in the weekend charts. Cloud computing just off of all-time highs. Okay day today, so that's a decent thing. Another of these areas that let's bump it up against the prior highs. I'd like to see a breakout, obviously, and not look back. I realize I'm beating a dead horse on that. Some areas like healthcare are trying to bottom out in here. A little weak today, though, off their worst levels. So a little weak nonetheless. Let's take a look at the semis, and I'll go ahead and wrap things up. Semiconductors have really been improving quite a bit as of late. We're closing this gap. I think that was that AI gap. So that's a good thing. And bigger picture-wise, and I learned this from Larry Connors, is when you have a news event and then you take out the close of the night before of that news event, it can be a very bullish thing. So if we get past 261 and change with the semiconductors, that would obviously be a very, very, very good thing. So overall, things are back to looking up again. Obviously, it changes on a day-by-day basis. And as I say, quite a bit. When you had brand new highs and you get hit hard, it looks like the end of the world, but a big up day sure looks like we're off to the races. So far, so good, right at all-time highs in some of these indices. Everybody have a great night. If you have any questions, you know the routine. Thank you so much.